Welcome back to my channel. So for part 2 of concealers and foundation showing, I'm going to talk about my foundations in this tutorial. I'm going to show you what I have. We are going to discuss, we are going to test one foundation. I'm going to show you how I apply my foundation on a daily basis, and you guys will let me know about the ones that you have and what you think about the one that I have. Please stay tuned until the very end of this video. Don't forget to give me a very big thumbs up, share this video around, and please subscribe yourself to my channel. The first foundation I'm showing you today is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation in the shade Mocha, and this foundation is a bit lighter than my skin tone. This is what it looks like. It comes with a stick. I love this foundation a lot. If you are the kind of person who loves looking nice and polished on your pictures, I recommend the texture of this product. 100%, you cannot go wrong with it. Next, I'm showing you the e.l.f. Flawless Satin Foundation in the shade 540 Coco, and this is a medium coverage oil-free foundation. If I open the cap, you can see it's a pump formula. I also love this foundation about the fact that it's a pump formula. Next foundation is the Maybelline New York Fit Me foundation in the shade Cappuccino, I believe. Yes, 340 Cappuccino. This foundation is for normal to oily skin, and if I open it, it's also a pump formula. I love pump formulas a lot. It's just that sometimes when the foundation is about to finish, you have a lot of product stuck at the bottom of the bottle, and that sucks because you can actually not get to it. And now I'm showing you the Rimmel London Match Perfection foundation, and this one is in the shade 503 Mocha. If I open it, you can see I have a pump formula. This foundation is also a bit lighter than my skin tone, and I love the way it blends on my skin. Now I'm showing you the Lakmé 9 to 5 C390 Cool Coco foundation. This formula has a primer in it and it stays matte. This is a perfect cover foundation. This foundation is heavy. I like the way it covers my skin. It covers my imperfections. So if I open it like this, we can see that we have a stick just like the Wet n Wild foundation. This foundation right here is a little bit darker than my skin tone. And finally, I'm showing you the Pro Matte foundation by LA Girls that I have. This one is in the shade Caramel, and this is a long wear matte foundation. And to be honest with you, this is truly a matte foundation. This shade Caramel here is lighter than my skin tone, and here I have it in the shade Cafe. When I was buying Cafe, I thought Cafe was darker than Caramel, but I was actually disappointed to realize that Caramel is darker than Cafe. I don't know how come, but here we are. And the very last foundation that I'm showing you now is the Pro Matte by LA Girl in the shade Chestnut. This is a very dark foundation comparing to my skin tone. I hope you guys can see it. Now I am pretty sure you guys are curious about why do you have so many foundations, and why do you have foundations that are always darker than your skin tones or always lighter than your skin tone. Why don't you have a foundation that matches your skin tone? Well guys, when it comes to buying foundation, I am so unlucky. When I like a particular brand or a particular formula or a type of foundation, they are always out of stock. Always out of stock. What should I do? I have to buy the foundation, so I rather go for a dark and a light shade together that I can mix to get the perfect shade for me. For example, this one is very dark. It's dark to the point that I can use it as a contour. So it's a win-win situation. If I can use it as my foundation and my contour, that's perfect. I don't mind buying it. And the reason why I have this Lakmé 925 foundation, which is a bit darker than my skin tone, is because there are no foundation from this brand that matches my skin tone. And this formula is perfect. It's excellent. I just love it. I just had to have this foundation. And since it's a bit darker than my skin tone, I had to combine it with lighter foundations. That's why I have so many light foundations, so that I can always do a mix. If I want to use Maybelline today, I will just mix these two. If I want to use e.l.f. today, I will just mix these two. If I want to use Rimmel London today, I will just mix these two. The reason why I have all these brands is because they are so good. They are very affordable. They apply so well and so easily on the skin. That's why I have a lot of them, and I just use one dark foundation to get to the perfect color that fits me. Another way to make up for your perfect color is the makeup drops adjuster by Essence Cosmetics. This one is the darkening adjuster and this one is the lightening adjuster. I'm so sorry about the dirt. It's just because I removed the sticker that was on it, and you know, all the dirty stuff are now being stuck on the tube. That's why it looks like this. So this one says mix to match your perfect shade. That means if you have a light foundation like this one, you just have to mix it with this dark adjuster and you will get the perfect shade that you need for yourself. And if you only own a dark foundation like this one, you can mix it with this light adjuster to get the perfect shade for you. I highly recommend makeup artists, people who are doing makeup for business, for money. You must be having something like this because you cannot afford to buy all the shades in the world and all the products in the world. Because if you are doing a business, you shouldn't spend all your money on buying products. So it's very important for you to buy this so that you can adjust the foundation for your customers. Essence Cosmetics is a very good brand in terms of quality, the way you apply, the way it lasts on your skin, and in terms of finance. Essence Cosmetics is very cheap and it's very good. So if you are in the situation where you have to adjust your foundation, I recommend you buy something like this. This is a metallic board that you need to to mix your liquid, your creamy products. Not only the products, you can also use it to mix your lipstick if you have creamy lipstick in little boxes. You know, those creamy products that you can just pick up and put somewhere. You can just mix it right here to get the perfect shade that you are looking for. So right now I'm just going to demonstrate how you can adjust your shade, but I'm not going to adjust it on my face. I'm just going to adjust it on the board. This is the Elegant Pro Matte Foundation in the shade Chestnut. I'm going to press a little amount of this product on the board. You can check how dark it looks like. And now I'm going to drop the lighter adjuster from Essence Cosmetics to show you how you can mix both products together. Now I'm going to get the spatula that came with the board, and this is how you mix your colors to get another shade. Just take your time to blend it until the foundation lightens and until the color is now enough for what you're looking for. So let me just add some more to show you how the foundation is changing. You guys can see how the foundation is changing, and this is what we are getting. So what I'm going to recommend is, if you are trying to lighten up your foundation, just use a little bit of dark foundation and a bit more of the light adjuster so that you don't have to waste your foundation away. Now I will be busy darkening up a foundation, and for this I will be getting the Pro Matte foundation in the shade Cafe. Splash a little amount right here. Then I'll be getting the dark adjuster and I'm going to drop it right on top of my foundation, and I will start mixing both together with the adjuster. And that's how this whole thing works. So now I'll just take a few minutes of my time to show you how I apply my foundation. The first thing you have to do is to apply a gel primer. You can use a water primer if you like to, but I like gel primer. For me, these are the best. And this is the Lakmé Absolute Undercover Gel Primer. From the previous tutorial, I have some concealer on my skin. So what I'm about to do is going to be a little bit messy, but don't worry, I'm going to handle it. I'm just going to prep those parts where I have most of the oil coming out from my skin. Then I'll be applying my foundation to show you how this whole thing works. So I'm going to use the foundation by Lakmé in the shade Cool Coco, and I'm going to blend it with the Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the shade Cappuccino. I'm going to splash a little bit of this onto my face. Now I will get my Kabuki brush by Duke. This is from the purple set, and I'm just going to blend both products together onto my face until I am satisfied with the coverage I prefer. Something you have to know about the way I choose my foundations. When I'm buying foundation, I don't go and look for those big expensive brands. I just buy whatever is affordable and good. Maybelline is good, Rimmel London is good, Elf is good, LA Girl Pro Matte is super good. Just choose the color and the coverage that you want, because all those brands have different type of foundation. For an example, this one is the Fit Me foundation. Maybelline has so many types of foundation. It has the Super Stay foundation that is also good. And Rimmel London has another foundation with a red cap, which is also good. LA Girl has so many different foundations. They have BB cream, they have light and heavy foundations. Lakmé has tons of other foundations. Just choose the formula that you want. I like heavy and full coverage. That's why I always buy those heavy coverage. And if the coverage is too light, like the Maybelline Fit Me has a light coverage, I just build my foundation. I will put as many layers as needed to have that heavy coverage I am looking for. Don't forget to blend your foundation on top of your brows. You know, when you're doing your eyebrows, you always have some left unblended concealer right here, and you don't want to look crazy. So take your time to blend your upper brows, and if you don't have any eyeshadows, you can also blend your eyes with your foundation. And don't forget to go down to your neck. You don't want to look like you have a mask on, so you have to blend your foundation from your baby hair down to your neck. What I like to do is to get my beauty blender to finish the blending job I was doing with my foundation brush. I also feel like the beauty blender is mattifying and setting properly the foundation on my skin. This is how I love my foundation, guys. My face is fully covered, so if I have to wipe my face or if anything touches my face, I am pretty sure that my foundation will not come off easily. And this is what I love. This is the confidence I get from heavy foundation. And now, to keep this product into place, I'm going to use my face powder by Maybelline Fit Me in the shade Sun Beige, and I'm going to use this large powder brush from the purple set from the UK. And same rules apply for your powder. Don't forget to blend your powder down to your neck. Guys, this is the end of this video. Thank you so much for being here with me. I really appreciate your time and your patience. Please let me know in the comments which foundation that you liked from my collection. Let me know which one that you have so that we can discuss and comment about it together. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you again in my next one.